we're closing in on the 3 o'clock hour, Mix 104.1. We're also now on MixTV.tv, and we are pleased to be joined by the President and Chief Executive Officer of Food City. I feel like saying value every day, Steve Smith. Steve, how are you?
Hi, Steve. How are you today?
Buddy, I'm doing great, and thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Well, great to be with you. We've been busy today meeting with some of our Cooks associates, so we've had a great day.
Well, that's Steve. That's why we wanted to speak with you, sir. And you know what was it about Cook's Food Store? Of course, the announcement that Food City has purchased Cook's Food Store and the Fresh and Low. What was it about Cook's and Fresh and Low, and of course Danny and Janie Cook and the Cook family that really appealed to you and your company?
Well, of course, we're a family company. Our company goes back almost 100 years of serving communities in East Tennessee, Southwest Virginia, Eastern Kentucky, and now Georgia and Alabama. And, you know, we've often admired the Cook stores and their family heritage, and it just seemed like a great fit. I think Dan was ready to get out of the grocery business and maybe refocus himself on other issues. And we had a conversation, and it turned out this to be the right time for both of us.
Well, that is tremendous. We have certainly enjoyed having Food City in Cleveland and Bradley County and this surrounding area. And I don't have to tell you, Steve, that Cleveland and this part of the country is really growing, isn't it?
It really is, and that's one of the reasons it makes it very attractive for us to get these good locations and to be able to develop them and reinvest in them and be able to continue to grow our market share in Cleveland and Bradley County.
As part of it, we're joined by Steve Smith. He is the president and CEO of Food City, and we're very pleased to have him on with us today here on Mix 104.1. You know, Steve, in the press release announcing that Food City is purchasing Cook's Food Store and Fresh and Low, the press release said that the company, that Food City will continue to retain the names of Cook's and Fresh and Low and operate both formats in a similar fashion for the immediate future. And I think you just mentioned at the beginning here that talking to the majority of the store associates to retain their years of experience. How important is that to you, sir?
Well, it's very important. They've got a great group of people, and again, we've had teams out in all 6 of the stores today just meeting and greeting with them and explaining a little bit about, you know, who Food City is and, you know, what they can expect. Obviously, the deal is not closed yet. We're still in a due diligence phase with the stores, but hopefully by the end of September, we'll have the deal closed and we'll take possession of the stores. But until then, they're still Cooks, and you know, we want to be respectful of them. So we just wanted to let them know who we are and what we stand for.
We're joined by Steve Smith, President and CEO of Food City. And just a couple of more things here in the release. It said that Food City plans to make significant capital investments in Bradley County and the greater Cleveland markets. Can you speak to that at all at this point, Steve?
You know, it's a little difficult right now. What we want to do is get acclimated to the stores and learn a lot about their operation and how we can best position their stores with our stores to really make those investments. And I think it's too early to really say that, but we know we will make some significant investments to possibly enlarge stores, remodel stores, redevelop stores, and be able to move forward with better service to our consumer base here in this area.
Well, congratulations to you, and like you said, your family company, nearly 100 years, and of course the Cooks. Obviously, it's been a big story here, Steve, as you know, and I really appreciate you joining us this afternoon. Anything you want to add here before we go?
No, thanks for the interest that you have in it. I'm sure the listeners will we'll learn more as we go forward, and I'm sure we'll have other announcements as we go forward about the developments of these stores. Thank you very much for your time.
Steve Smith, President and CEO of Food City. Steve, thanks so much. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yes, sir. Bye-bye now. All right, so there you heard and also saw here on Mix 104.1 and MixTV.tv the president and CEO of Food City, Steve Smith, calling in just a moment ago to speak really to this community and to our area to discuss what has been a big announcement here locally that Cook's Food Store and Fresh and Low, those locations have all been purchased by Food City. Now, of course, it's Cook's and the 5 Fresh and Low locations. It is definitely worth noting, and Steve Smith just pointed out that, in fact, they are still in a due diligence period. This deal does not officially close, really, as they have said, as I said yesterday, until October the 1st. Well, we encourage you to head back out. We're going to be heading back out to Broadley Square Mall, and they're having that big fundraiser out there at Sweet Caroline's Cheesecake. And what a wonderful place that is. Brian and Laura Patterson and everybody out there. And they're, of course, raising funds today for our dear friend Olivia Weatherford. And we're going to send you back out there to Dwayne Williams. And this is, of course, his Mix Afternoon Drive with Dwayne, driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. So we're going to take a break right here and come back with more. If you're listening and you'd like to go back and watch the interview with Food City CEO Steve Smith, you can do that, MixTV.tv. We'll send you back out to Dwayne in just a few minutes at Broadley Square Mall.
Good afternoon. On the scene of a vehicle fire, Cummings Road at Gordon.